Welcome to our new topic this morning or this afternoon. We have a regression analysis. So let's define and let's know the purpose of this, and let's have our formula for regression analysis. Okay, we have here regression analysis. One of its purpose, this one, is to make predictions or shows cause and effect. So unlike Pearson correlation coefficient, we are going to know the relationship, how strong or how weak the relationship is. But when it comes to regression analysis, we're just predicting the variables given, or it shows cause and effect or something. And some of the variables in regression analysis, we have one independent variable, the x, and one dependent variable, the y. And we are following this formula, y is equal to a plus bx. Take note, this is an equation where a has its formula also, and b has its formula. So you're going to answer first formula b, and then formula a, and then it's time to do the equation. Again, some of the keywords when it comes to regression analysis, we have predicting, predict, estimate, or find y given x. These are some of the statement or some of the keywords on the statement of regression analysis. For example of it, we have predict the test score from study time. So we're going to use the formula of regression analysis. So these are some of the keys that we need to know when it comes to regression analysis. We have here our given formula for B and A. Before you proceed to our equation here, which is y is equal to a plus bx, where y is the predicted value and the x is the independent variable. A and b are found using the formulas below. So this is the formula for b. We have n times the summation of x times y minus summation of x times summation of y all over n times summation of x squared minus summation of x to the power of 2. So that's the formula for our b. Formula for a, we have summation of y minus b times summation of x all over n. So we're going to remember that one when it comes to regression analysis. We have here our regression analysis example. A teacher records how many hours of students studied. That's the variable x in their math scores. That's our variable y. So we are going to predict letter A, predict the score for students who studied 5 hours, and predict the number of hours the students studied if they scored 77. So we have here our given number of hours and given scores, which is our variable y. And again, we have 5 students representing A, B, C, D, and E. So using I take note the formula here. We have, again, this is our equation. Remember the equation, y is equal to a plus bx, and letter b there has its formula and a also has its formula. So let's solve this one. So since the given values here in our data, we have x and y, and let's start with letter b. We have x and y. Since the formula has x, y there, so we're going to continue the table by putting x times y, x times y. So again, if you can recall the regression in Pearson correlation, just x, y there, just multiply. 2 times 65. 2 times 65, we're going to calculate that one in our calculator. We have the result is 130. 4 times 70. Just multiply that one. 4 times 70, 280. 6 times 75, that is 450. 8 times 78, that is 624. Please double check in your calculator. 10 times 85, that is 850. So okay, so that's the value of our x times y. In our formula, there is x squared. Since wala tay x squared sa ato ang table, atong dungagan og x squared. So using our table here, do the process x squared, the value of our x here, we're going to square that 1, each value. So 2 squared, or 2 to the power of 2, that is 4. 4 squared, again 4 squared. That is not 4 times 2, you're going to multiply double of the given number, which is 4. So 4 times 4. 4 squared is 16. We also have 6 squared. 6 squared is 36. We also have 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. And 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. So we have our value of x squared. And, okay, taman. So we have our x squared and x times y. So let's proceed with our formula. Since given formula here, let's start with B. Let's answer first our formula B, but before that, let's calculate, or let's sum up the given result here in our table. Start with students here. The student here, we're going to count it off. This is the value of our n. Just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the value of our n, 5. And then here in x, let's sum it up. Summation of x. Just add this values here. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. If you're going to add that one using your calculator, you come up with 30. So the value of our summation of x is 30. And here in our y, summation of y, just add this together. 65 plus 70 plus 75 plus 78 plus 85. Calculate that one, you come up with 373. Okay, next one, we have here summation of x times y. So you're going to add that one, the result, 130 plus 280 plus 450 plus 624 plus 850. You add that one, that's our summation of x times y. Calculate that one, you come up with, din na lang sa ubos, 2,334. Okay, and then x squared, if we're going to add this together, 4 plus 16 plus 36 plus 64 plus 100, we have summation of x squared is equal to, that is 220. So these are our result, value of n, value of summation of x, summation of y, this is summation of x times y, then summation of x squared. So we're going to input that one in our formula given here. In B, we have value of n. The value of n is 5, so that we have 5. Open and close parentheses. The value of x times y. X times y is 2,334. Close parentheses, subtraction. Value of x, the value of x is 30. We have open parentheses 30. And then summation of y is 373. Open and close, 373. Close parentheses. And then on the lower side, in our denominator, we have n there. N is 5, so you just input 5. Open and close parentheses, x squared. X squared, the result of our x squared is here, 220. So we have 220. Close parentheses, subtraction. Summation of x. Summation of x is 30. So we have summation of x is 30. And squared. Ato siyang squared. So that's our values there. So if we're going to calculate that one, unahon na to ang ibabaw nga portion. Dari sa ibabaw. So 5, using your calculator, i-input ang tanan, apilang parentheses, 5, open parentheses, 2, 3, 3, 4, close parentheses, subtraction, open parentheses, 30, close parentheses, and then open parentheses again, 373, and then close parentheses, equal sign, you come up with in 480 in our numerator. Okay, and then in the lower portion, which is our denominator, just input all the given values there. The result, 5, open parentheses, 220, close, and then subtraction, open parentheses, 30, close parentheses, to the power of 2. Equal sign, you come up with 220. So if you're going to calculate that one, 480 divided by 220, you come up with 2.4. So this is the result of our B. Let's proceed to solving our A. But before that, let's erase this one. Let's just take note the answers. Let's erase. Take note the answers. Okay. Okay. Just take note the answers there given. So this is our answers. Proceed to letter A. Letter A. Yan. So using our formula here in A. This is our formula. Okay, erase. Again, formula in A. We have, yan. We have given our formula we have there. Summation of summation of y. The result of summation of y we have here. 373. So we have 373. And then subtract minus b. The result of our b is 2.4 here. 2.4. So 2.4. And then summation of x. Summation of x here, 30. Open and close parentheses. Yan. And then divided by n. Our n is 5. So using our calculator, para sure, unaha og numerator, we have 373 minus 2.4, open and close parentheses, and then 30, open and close parentheses, and then divide 5. So kanang ibabaw nga portion, the result is 301. 301 divide 5, so the value of our A is 60.2. So that's our A. Okay? So let's take note. Letter A and B. Let's erase this one. Oops. Let's erase. Again, B is 2.4. Erase. B is equal to 2.4. A is equal to 60.2. So again, take note of the result. Then let's erase this one. Let's answer the problem given. So we have here our equation. Remember our equation. We have y is equal to A. The value of our A is 60.2 plus B. The value of our B is 2.4 and then x. So this is our equation. So let's answer our given problem. Letter A. Predict the score for a student who studies 5 hours. Remember, if you can recall the given hours there in our table, si hours nag-represent sa x. Tama? Diba? Si x, hours, number of hours. You can see here, hours nag-represent sa x. Since ang ato ang equation, kani siya, ang x man ang nag-represent sa hours. So kanang x dira, ato ilisan og 5. So we have y is equal to 60.2 plus 2.4. X na to, number of hours. Ilisa na to siya 5. So using your calculator, y is equal to 60.2 plus 2.4 times 5. So calculate that one. You come up with, sa ibabaw, you come up with 7.72.2 or round it off 72. So this is the score of the student. So again, predict the score of a student who studies 5 hours. Our prediction using our equation given, i-input lang nato ang value ni hours since ang value ni hours nag-represent sa x man, so gipulihan si x of 5. So we have 60.2 plus 2.4 times 5, you come up with 72.2, round it off, 72 in whole number. So this is our score, 72 ang atong prediction na score if mag-study ang student 5 hours. Okay? For letter B, let's erase. So answer sa letter A is 72. Letter B, let's proceed sa letter B. Letter B, predict the number of hours the students studied if they scored 77. Hours, score nga 77. As you can see here in our problem, score nag-represent kay Y. Okay? So since ang ato ang equation diri natay y and x and si score daw nag-represent kay y. So kanang y dira ilisa nato og 77 given the equation. So we have y, ang atong y nag-represent sa score man. So, natay value ni 77. So, si 77, mo na ipuli na to kay y. So, 77 is equal to 60.2 plus 2.4x. So, si x na ba doon habilin? Kaya ito man pangitaon ng pila ka oras ang atong prediction if ang score sa student is 77. So, mo na ito ang ni-come up sa itong equation. So, unsay next buhaton, ato ni siyang reversed here in our given 77. So, 77, pag transferred out, tabok sa equal sign, ang 60.2 mahimong negative 60.2 equal sign, pabilin si 2.4x. Okay, next one, 77 minus 60.2, using your calculator, come up siya, 77 minus 60.2 is equal to 16.8 is equal to 2.4x. Okay? Since kailangan na ito pangitawan ng value ni x, ato siyang i-divide both sides by 2.4 para makancel out si 2.4, mahabilin si x. 2.4, 2.4. Cancel out. So si x is equal to 16.8 divided by 2.4. The result is 7. So the value of our x is 7. So therefore, the student spent 7 hours. That's our prediction if the score is 77. So letter B, the answer is 7 hours. 72, that's 72 ang score. Okay, so that's how we answer our regression analysis using the given formula and the equation.
Sorry, it's DJ.
Good.